Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new review day here on the channel. For this episode, we're going to take a look at the brand new 6th studio album from this band from Wisconsin. They're one of the preeminent stoner metal, sludge metal bands on the planet. They've been around since 1995. Like I said, this is their 6th album and 2nd album for heavy psych sounds. The band is Bongzilla. The album title is Dab City, which I believe is kind of like a play on Madison, Wisconsin. It's called Mad City. Call it Dab City, right? If you've never listened to Bongzilla before, yes, indeed, all their songs are all about marijuana. As you can see, slow burning, 1 1/4 size, 89% THC, get high. Dab City, King of Weed, Cannon Bong, Carts, Hippie Stick, Diamonds and Flower, American Pot. Those are the song titles, right? Yeah, that's right. Here is the little digipack thing. Not much information on here, right? Other than the song titles, and that's basically about it, right? Like I said, it's their 6th album. This follows their last one, which was called Weedsconsin, right? Weedsconsin. And interesting career for this band. So they, like I said, they got their start in like 1995. They released Stash in 99, Apogee in 2000, Gateway in 2005, Amerijuanican in 2005, and all those albums were released on Relapse Records, and they kind of disappeared for quite a while. And they came back in 2001 with Weedsconsin on Heavy Psych Sounds Records, and now Dab City 2 years later in 2023. The guys in the band, all right, you've got on vocals and bass, Mike Michaela, otherwise known as Mule Boy. He also, he's recently now taken on the bass role in the band. He previously was one of the 2 guitar players in the band. They're now a trio. You've got on guitar Jeff Schultz, otherwise known as Spanky, and on drums Mike Henry, otherwise known as Magma. Right, and all 3 of these guys have been in the band since the beginning. They had various other players here. You know, like I said, they had Mike, or Mule Boy, was also co-guitarist along with Spanky for quite a long time. And they had various bass players like Nate Bush, Nate Dethelson, otherwise known as Ween Dragon, Cooter Brown, otherwise known as Black Bong. He was in the band fairly recently. And Dave Dixie Collins from Weed was also in the band for a couple of years back in the early 2000s before they kind of went on the long hiatus. So what does the music of Bongzilla sound like? Well, think of Black Sabbath, Master of Reality, even slower, sludgier, long songs, tripped out little bursts of guitar solos, not a ton of vocals, but when the vocals do come in, they're of the really raspy, almost black metal style. So just picture like dun 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 dun, like these raspy kind of vocals they'll come in for a couple bars, and then for the rest of the song you won't hear them. Right? Just very bizarre, but very cool. There's a ton of bottom end on this album. So I'm only really familiar with this album and the previous album from Bongzilla, but huge bass and guitar riffs. I mean, huge, and crushing. The weight of these riffs is just excruciating. And most of the songs are really long, like Dab City and King of Weed, the 2 songs which kick off the album, both really long, over 10 minutes long, and very cool. Like I said, and the drums are just kind of ponderous, and sometimes they're kind of weird and off time. Cannon Bong is another really cool song in here. The full title is Cannon Bong, The Ballad of Burt Reynolds as Lamented by Gentleman Dixie Dave Collins. There's like a little spoken word thing in this song, which is also really cool. It's got almost like, it's not quite a drum solo, but it kind of is for a couple of minutes. The drummer's doing this kind of whole thing, which is cool. I really like Carts and Hippie Stick, which are a little shorter tracks, but still crushingly heavy. Like I said, these could have been, forget the vocals, right, but they could have been leftover jams from like the Master of Reality period of Black Sabbath. Diamonds and Flower is really cool. That's actually that and American Pot. American Pot is the last song. that starts off a little more fast-paced. It's more kind of like this really cool biker metal type of thing, and it's got these cool trippy guitar solos and whatnot, and then it slows down for some more experimental things happening, and again, kind of trippy and psychedelic. Yeah, a lot of sludge, a lot of doom, a lot of stoner on this album. The vocals aren't going to be for everybody. They're harsh vocals, but like I said, they're not, every song is not infiltrated with vocals. So when he does sing, it comes and goes fairly briefly, and it's low in the mix, right? But this is all about, see, slow burning? Yeah, slow burning. A lot of interesting things going on here. A lot of interesting things, and I do want to read some stuff about the whole album itself. So this is a quote from the band. For the recording of Dab City, we procured 10 grams of the finest concentrates we could lay our hands on, and somewhere north of 120 grams of cannabis flower, and recorded it on a 2-inch analog tape over 2 sessions at Future Apple Tree Studio in Rock Island, Illinois. And the fall 2002 session is known as the Harvest Sessions, and the February 2023 session is known as the Propagation Sessions. The record is our second album as a 3-piece and our second release for our label Heavy Psych Sounds, continuing our journey into ultra stone sludgy psychedelia. Yeah, that's exactly what you get here. Very cool stuff. I really like this a lot. I love the low-end heaviness of these guys, and you know me, I like my doomy stuff anyway, and this is, like I said, just psychedelic enough, really sludgy. The production is very analog-y, and it just sounds like something from another time till the vocals kick in, and you're like, oh, that definitely is not something from like 1969 or 1970, right? But definitely very, very cool. Enjoying this quite a bit. Like, again, you got to be in the mood for something like this, but it's so well done. It's not based on other stuff I've heard from Bongzilla. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it doesn't have to. Songs are memorable, the riffs are memorable, and it's just so freaking crushingly heavy and just groovy in a weird kind of stoner way, right? Really cool. 4 out of 5 star. I dig this quite a bit. Dab City by Bongzilla. Heavy Psych Sounds record, so go check it out where you get your heavy psychedelic stoner sounds, doom sounds, right? Wherever you get your wonderful CDs and records from. Go check it out, and visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts, and please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page, so thank you in advance for all of that and all your support, and we'll see you soon. Might get another 1 or 2 from me here today, so till then, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.